This is another start. Sit him. Come on, Scotty. Bounce it up and down. I look like you've been in that position before. All right. We are doing these start sit-ems with tight ends. Be sure to stay tuned because I have an absolute must-start tight end that you got to plug in no matter what. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey.
I made this at the tight end. Dude, you know, I just realized I'm being a fucking nut. Oh my god, my camera. I'm being a fucking nut right now. My girlfriend lets just think like, what the fuck?
Yo, well, when you first said that, you said you just realized I'm nut. I was like, wait, what? I don't know. When it came through here, it said fucking.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's get into this thing.
All right, this is a 12-man PPR setup. This is how we always do it. If you watch our videos, you know how we do it, okay? Whew. All right, I just got so much electric from doing that intro. But now, let's get into it. Evan Engram against Cleveland. What are we doing here? What are we doing with Mr. Evan Engram, who's going against Cleveland? Now, what'd you pick for Mr. T-Law in our other video, sir?
I said he was going to go off, but that doesn't mean Evan Ingram's going to go off, and I'm sitting his ass. I'm not starting Evan Engram. If you look at tight ends against Cleveland, they're not doing good. And they really get exposed with these little slant routes that wide receivers run. So I think Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, and other wide receivers are in for it big. And tight ends, they just have nothing to it against Cleveland. I'm sitting Evan Engram. There's no way I'm going to start this man.
Hell yeah. Sit his ass and then flick him on the forehead when you do it too. Guess what else? Who are we going to next?
Oh, who?
I'm going to tell you. Taysom Hill. Carolina.
Ooh.
8th against the tight end. They're 8th against the tight end. Are we starting or are we sitting there?
I'm going to start. You see the versatility. The versatility is just, it speaks start to me, right? He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He can QB sneak the ball for a 1-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
That's the Taysom Hill specialty. And especially, we don't know the status of Derek Carr. They're going to call on Taysom Hill a lot. And I think that's all the more reason to start Taysom Hill.
I am praying to God that we get a Jameis Winston full game. If we get a Jameis Winston full game and you watch the wide receiver, start Olave over every single person you have. Every single fucking person you have.
He's not the wide receiver.
I know, but it just made me think, like, fuck, if Jameis Winston is down, Olave is going to go absolutely to the moon. And that's why I'm also countering on Taylor. I think Hill will take over. He might even possibly get a QB. You might get that little QB tight end spot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man.
Even though this is a bad matchup for him, start him up, please.
I don't care. Start him up.
Freiermuth. The Muth.
Freiermuth.
Yeah. He's going.
Say no more. Say no more. I have this one.
Oh, yeah?
I am finding the closest bench and sitting Freiermuth.
Oh, you warming it up?
I'm going to warm it up for him. Listen, the Steelers can't score. They really can't score.
Yeah.
With the injury to Pickett, he's probably not going to play next week. Trubisky, really? Nah, man. I'm sitting Freiermuth.
You just said start. Get your shit together, son.
I just don't trust him, man. I don't trust him, okay?
Golly, bro. All right. I'm also sitting this fucking cat. I don't want him on my team, bro. He's gross. He's disgusting. Let's go next. Let's go back to this Chargers fucking Denver game.
Oh my God.
I love this game. I keep hitting this game, and I keep hitting this game. Everett. Are we starting Everett? Are we unloading on Mr. Everett, who's going against Denver, who is 31st against the Titans?
You know what impressed me today? He had a couple catches in the freezing rain in Foxborough.
Yeah.
And that really impressed me today. And he's kind of been the go-to, not the go-to, but when Keenan Allen's not working, it's kind of been Gerald Everett who's been taking over. I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to start Gerald Everett this week.
Yeah, I completely agree. Let's start him up, baby, because this is going to be a game where they're going to toss it around. If for some reason Surtain plays, Keenan will get clamped. Guess who's open? Boom!
Gerald.
This is free game. This is someone who's on your waiver wire right now that you can pick up, and you can take Evan Engram and go right in the forehead, and you put him in your line.
I have a question for you. Are you going to start to sit Sam Laporta?
Answer it.
Or just put up 29 points?
I'm probably going to sit his ass because he's been on your team. All right. My next person, I'm going to the Philly well against a big game in
Goedert.
Sunday. Huh?
Goedert.
Goddard. What are we doing with Goddard?
You know, he's on my team, and I think I have to start him. Every single one of my wide receivers this week is hurt, so I have to put him in my flex play. So I'm going to have to start Goedert. Where'd you go?
You're an idiot. You're an idiot, bro. Because you know why? You know why? He's going to be on a snap count, bro. He's getting injured. He's already rushing to this injury.
Well,
Guess what?
who else
We
am I
need him
going to
for
play? I don't
playoffs.
have any wide
We
receivers.
need him for playoffs.
Who else
bro.
would I play? I have no wide receivers.
Dude, I don't know, but that sounds like your problem. You can pick up
I have to
Dobbs.
start
You
him.
can pick up Dobbs.
I
on the
literally have
waiver
to start
wire,
him.
probably. Is he
I
on
have
the
to
waiver
start
wire?
him. I have to start Dobbs?
Is Dobbs on the waiver wire?
Probably not, because he probably gets scooped by you, who's a fucking fantasy hawk.
Yeah, I am that guy. But I am sitting him just because maybe if you're not scatty, you got to run a 2 tight end and a fucking PPR setup.
That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm forced to do. Listen, sometimes you're dealt hands like, listen, in blackjack, sometimes you're dealt a 16 and you got to hit or stay. You know, I'm hitting
What do you do? Do you hit?
I'm hitting.
You're saying,
Yeah, give me that 5, baby.
Give me that. Give me that. All right. My start of the week
Ooh.
is the opposite end of this game. Jake Fergie. Boom. Someone played Fergalicious by Fergie right now. Boom. He is going to go absolutely off in this game. Anyone who's a pass catcher going against Philly is going to have a good team, especially tight ends, because we're one of the worst in the league besides Denver against tight ends. Plug him in the lineup. Bang, bang, bang. Get him in there. We saw Mr. Kittle tear us up. We saw everybody else we played against do it. Start Fergie. I don't care who the fuck you got in there. I'll be honest. I would start him over Travis Kelce.
Listen, you're preaching to the choir here. I think everything you said is true and one. You know, Ferguson has been the answer for the Cowboys. He kind of popped up out of nowhere. He's a waiver wire ad this year, and especially the way Philly plays against tight ends, like you said.
Yeah.
I'm just repeating what you said, but I'm starting.
Yeah, I mean, I really think this would be a great start. Now, I'm not saying take Travis Kelce out of your lineup. Do the situation with Scatty. Run the 2 tight ends.
Yeah,
Run the 2
why?
tight ends. But put Fergie in there because he's going to go off. I promise you. This is the information that you need to get dialed in because we know how tight ends are. It's absolutely screwed up out here. If you don't have one of the big 3, it's freaking tough. So you got to find these matchups each week, and you got to stay tuned to podcasts like this. And you know what? If you want to have some fun while you're also listening to it, you got 2 nuts that are giving you this information as well. Get dialed in. This is Out of Pocket Sports. We'll catch you next one. Get out of here.